and the Kirtipur people were in great trouble, and as a result of which the Kirtipur people surrendered, and before that, Prithvinarayan Shah issued an order that if the Kirtipur people surrender, he would guarantee the safety of their life and property. And under such assurance from Prithvinarayan Shah, it is said that there was a kind of verbal agreement between the Gorkhali commander and the commander of Kirtipur, and the result of which was the surrender of Kirtipur to Prithvinarayan Shah in 1766. So, the third 66, 1766. So, you know, yes, it was only in 1766, but the economic blockade was made in 1765, and the blockade lasted for 6 months. Is it clear? That's why the initial blockade was made in 1765, which lasted for 6 months, and the city was conquered in 1766 and without payment. So this is the Kirtipur War. Now we come to the Killam mission, that is East India Company's mission. And here also we do have in Kirtipur. No, we don't know about the third Kirtipur War because there was no war at all. And in the second one, I have already told you 3,000. Now, yes. Yes. No, there was no king of Kirtipur. How did you say that Kirtipur was a separate state? Kirtipur was not a separate state.
It belongs to
Kirtipur was under yes, sir, Patan. Kirtipur was a part of Lalitpur. Today it is a part of Kandipur. It is a part of capital today. But during the medieval period, Kirtipur was a part of Lalitpur. And you know, you have asked a very good question actually, because you know, the Kirtipur people have made one feature film. Have you seen that feature film? I have not seen that anyway. And the name of that feature film is Maharani Kirtilakshmi. And the producer and some other persons came to me and asked about Kirtipur. And they were in the mind that you know Kirtipur was a separate state, and Kirtipur had a separate king and separate queen. Then I said no, it is totally wrong. Kirtipur was never an independent state. It was under Lalitpur. And they said that you know, now there is a book written by Pasupasa. Have you heard the name of Pasupasa? No, you have not heard. Pasupasa has written a book, and the title of the book is Kirtipur. And in that Kirtipur, you know, he had made an imagination, you know, and said that the last king of Kirtipur was Gyan Prajamani. Now he said. And his wife, the queen was Kirti Lakshmi. He had mentioned. And the film was made on the basis of Balaji. And you know, how could Pasupasa write Gyan Prajamani? Now, the first book of Nepal was written by Kirkpatrick. Have you heard the name of Kirkpatrick? You might have heard the name. Kirkpatrick was a British agent who came to Nepal during the time of Bahadur Shah. And he remained here for some weeks, and he wrote a book on Nepal and account of the kingdom of Nepal. And that was the first book of the history of Nepal. And in that book, he pronounced Jayaprakash Malla as Gaya Prajas. So you know, the European came here, he asked the local people, well, what is the name of the Kandipur king? They said Jayaprakash, and he heard it Gaya Prajas. Gaya Prajas, it is written. And instead of Kashmir, he said that Gaya Pradas was the man who fought bravely against Prithvinarayan Shah in Kirtipur. And that same Gaya Pradas has been spelled by Basu Pasha as Gyan Pradas. So that is the mistake. Gyan Pradas, Gyan, he said Gyan Pradas, Pradas. Gyan Pradas. So that is the mistake. You understand? That's why Kirtipur was not a separate state. It was on the Lalitpur and it was part of the. So the question of the king of Kirtipur. Now the Kinloch mission. Regarding the Kinloch mission, you know, after the conquest of Kirtipur, we have already mentioned Jayapurdas Malla requested East India Company for help. And East India Company also agreed to help Jayapurdas Malla because if Prithvinarayan Shah was defeated, then the company or the British would have sufficient influence on the kingdom of the Kashmir. That's why the East India Company sent an army of 2,400 soldiers under the leadership of Captain Chilma, which we have already discussed yesterday. Now, regarding the Nepali army, the Vamsavalis of Nepal said that one section of army consisted of 500 persons and it was led by Birbhadra Shah. That is first one. Then the second one is 700 army led by Bansaraj Pandey and Srivastava. Then the third is the reserve army of 300 and which was stationed near to Sindhu River. So altogether, if we calculate it, it comes to 1,500. The first section 500, second one 700, and the reserve was of 300. So altogether, the Vamsavalis say that the Nepalese army consisted of 1,500. Now you know, all these preparations were made by Prithvinarayan Shah himself while staying at Kirtipur. Because after the conquest of Nuwakot, Prithvinarayan Shah shifted most of his officers to Nuwakot, which we have already mentioned. And after the conquest of Kirtipur, generally the war affair was conducted from Kirtipur. Because from Kirtipur, it was very easy to make an invasion on Kathmandu Valley within an hour or so. All these preparations were made by Prithvinarayan Shah against the Kinloch mission. Now, regarding the war strategy of Prithvinarayan Shah, it is not mentioned in any book, but there is one PhD thesis written by Leelanathan Sharma Barar, whose actual name you all know, Ishwar Barar. Have you heard the name of Ishwar Barar or not? He is a famous, no, he is a famous literary person. You know, he has already died. Now, in his thesis, he had mentioned 2 or 3 strategies of Prithvinarayan Shah against the Kinloch mission. The first one is that the Gorkhali army instructed the people of that area not to lend any kind of foodstuff to the enemy. He prohibited the local people from lending any kind of foodstuff to the enemy. Then the second thing is that Prithvinarayan Shah's commanders ordered the Gorkhali army to evacuate the Sindhu River, just to give wrong information to the enemy state that they have here. So this is the second strategy. And the third strategy was that the Gorkhali army made a sudden attack on Kinloch's army while they were claiming the Sindhuli Gully in order to reach the capital. So these were the 3 strategies mentioned as the strategy of Krishnansa. And Krishnansa planning succeeded. The East India Company force could not resist the sudden attack of Gorkhali army on Gorkha tactics, and it is said that out of 2,400 army, 800 army belonging to Kinloch forces, which we have already mentioned in our last lecture, isn't it? 1/3 of the army were killed.
But in some books, 2/3 are killed.
No, 2/3 returned. No, not killed. It is not said that 1/3 killed. It is said that 2/3 of the army only could return. That is 1/3 was killed. Yes, the same source. There is no other source. And the source says, and the source does not say that 1/3 of the army were killed. Rather, it said that 2/3 of the army could return. That means 1/3 was killed. I follow. So this is the Kinloch mission. Now we come to Kangra War, because after this we have to discuss Krishnansa's policy on the basis of a deregulation. So that's why I am a little bit running fast. Now regarding the Kangra War, as you know, now regarding the Kangra War, you know, we are actually helpless. Not helpless in the war, but to study this time. Because there is no good source on every side to know about the Kangra. In order to know about the Kangra War, we have to depend on the foreign sources. History of Kangra, history of Puam and Garhwal, all these were written by the Indian writers and some by the British writers. Puam is Garhwal then on the Uttarakhand Itihas. So these are the books written by the Indian writers and some even by the British writers. But not a single book is written by the Lebanese forces on the British. That's why all about the Kangra War, we have to depend on the foreign books, and which do not give the clear picture of this Kangra War. And that's why it is really difficult. And on the basis of what has been written in those foreign books, I shall give you a big picture of this Kangra War. Now regarding the Kangra fort, it was under the Mughal Empire, but by the 18th century, the Mughal Empire had become very much weak, and that's why some Sarjan occupied it from the hands of the Mughal Empire. And we have already mentioned that after the Nepalese army returned to capital to resist the Chinese army, to resist the Chinese attack, the unification work was halted for more than a decade. And it was only after the return of Rana Bahadur Sahib from Banaras, the unification work again started. We have already mentioned. So from 1804, it again started. And the Gorkhali army started with the conquest of Garhwal, then the conquest of Bara and Pathar Sakurai, then finally came the invasion of Kangra. And the first invasion over Kangra by the Gorkha army was made in 1905. And the army commander was Amar Singh. Now, around the fort of Kangra, there were many other small states. And Amar Singh Thapa was successful in persuading those small states in his favor or against the Kangra.
So it is said that there were two Amar Singh Thapa.
Yes, that is true. There are two Amar Singh Thapa, that is true. Now, One Amar Singh Thapa was the father of Vijay Thapa. And another Amar Singh Thapa was. And the clear the distinction between the two. The father of Bhim Singh Thapa is termed as General Amar Singh. And the another famous Amar Singh who took part in Nepal War, isn't it? He is known as Kaki. So this is the difference. If the word is mentioned as journal, then it is the father of Vijay Thapa. And he did not take part in many wars. Rather, he was the person who conquered Pata. Immediately after the assassination of Rana Bahadur Shah, Bhim Singh Thapa sent his father, Amar Singh Thapa, to Palpa and Palpa was conquered. So that was Amar Singh Thapa, Bhim Singh Thapa father. Whereas another Amar Singh Thapa, who was the main figure of the unification of Nepal and also Anglo-Nepal War, he was another one. I follow? So these are the two Amar Singh Thapa. Yes, that is true. When we were students and even after when we become the teacher, we were also puzzled at that time. That there were two Amar Singh Thapa. And we were puzzled with it. You know, when we got one letter written by Amar Singh Thapa from Garhwal today, and another letter written 2 days after from Kashmir. Now, how can the same Amar Singh Thapa write the letters, one from Garhwal and another from Kashmir within 2 days? Isn't it? So then later on we will show you that there were two Amar Singh Thapas.
So this is my question. Why would the king
Rana Bahadur Shah? No, why should we discuss this, no? Alright, then let me first finish the Kangra Bhat and I will give you some hints for the other. I will give you some hints. Alright. I will try to satisfy your interest. Alright. So regarding Kangra Bhat, now Amar Singh Thapa, yes, persuaded the small independent rulers around the Kangra hill to join them, and he was successful. And the Nepalese army encircled Kangra fort, you know, and inside the Kangra fort, Samsar Chand was detained, but even then, you know, for many years, and it is generally said for 4 years. For 4 years, the siege continued, but there was no result. And it is said that Samsar Chand, he exploited the local people. He plundered the property of the local people and then sustained his life and the life of his residents, whereas the local people, out of fear, out of helplessness, left the fort. So for 4 years, Kangra fort was kept under the state of siege by the Golhari army, but there was no result. And when there was no result again, now what happened is that there was complaint in the Nepal Darbar to Bhim Singh Thapa that Amar Singh Thapa was not moving fast. He was not doing his job with full force. So on that complaint, Bhim Singh Thapa sent another army from Nepal under his brother, who is named Bhim Singh Thapa. So his brother Bhim Singh Thapa was dead. Father of Master Singh Thapa, who later on became the Prime Minister. Master Singh Thapa, you understand. And his daughter, Nain Singh Thapa's daughter, was married to Baldwin Singh Kumar. That means Nain Singh Thapa's daughter was the mother of Gangwar, was the first Prime Minister. So another fort was sent under the leadership of Nain Singh Thapa. And it is said, now see, I have already told you in the beginning that we don't have any reliable sources to know the Kangra War. I am sorry for that, but what to do? There is no. And the foreign writers say that when second army under Nansing Thapa reached the area of Kangra Fort, Amar Singh Thapa stopped his support to the new fort. There were differences between Nansing Thapa and Amar Singh Thapa. Is it clear? Nansing Thapa now made an attack, tried to insult it again, but Amar Singh Thapa did not support it. And Nansing Thapa had to fight alone. So it is the description given by the foreign writer. And unfortunately, what happened? Nansing Thapa was killed. And with the killing of Nansing Thapa, then Ranjit Singh, the Sikh ruler Ranjit Singh, came to get Prakasan, and the battle between Ranjit Singh and the Nepal army, there was a battle, and in that battle, in the initial stage, Nepal got victory, but in the long run, Nepalese army could not get victory, it was defeated, and as a result, both the commanders made an agreement according to which the Nepalese army agreed to evacuate the Kangra Fort. So, the attempt of the Nepalese forces on Kangra Fort ended. So, this is the only information we can have from the foreign sources, not from the. And if you want to know some more details about these wars, you can see one book. And I was also one of the co-writers of that book. And the book is in Nepali, Nepal Ko Sainik Itihas, which was published by your own headquarters in 2014. There you will get a little bit more description about all of these wars. Nepal Ko Sainik Itihas. And if you want to know some more details about these wars in English, then you can consult one book, Modern Nepal, Second Volume, by D.V. Raman Reddy. And another book is Modern Nepal, Volume First, by Rishikesh. These are the two books where these wars are mentioned in fair detail. So you can consult. Alright, now we finish the description of these wars, and now we turn to the difficulties. And but before to turn over the difficulties, now let me answer our question. Now our question is that why don't want our killed, isn't it? Now it is not a part of military history actually. It is not a part of the political history of the world. It is not a part. Okay, now regarding the question of Ranawaz Shah, his political career from the very beginning was controversial. From the very beginning. Now, Ranawaz Shah became the king at the age of 2.5, which we have already mentioned in our last lecture. Singapore Pratap Singh Shah died after the rule of less than 3 years, and when he died, his son Ranawaz Shah was only 2.5 years old. So, when he was too young, the country was ruled by his mother Rajendra Lakshmi as regent, and after the death of Rajendra Lakshmi, his uncle Bahadur Shah. Now after Ranawaz Shah came to his age, that is 18 years old, he dismissed Bahadur Shah from power and he himself. And the most controversial issue that dominated the politics of Nepal during that time was Ranawaz Shah married with a Brahmin lady, Kandavati. And from Kandavati, Ranawaz Shah had a son named Girvananda. And after that, Ranawaz Shah had a younger son, Ranodjot Shah, from his second wife, Subhanuka. And according to the rule, after Ranawaz Shah, Ranodjot Shah would be the king, isn't it? The youngest son would be the king. But what Ranawaz Shah did? Ranawaz Shah, in order to please his Brahmin wife, he himself abdicated the throne. Rana Bahadur Shah abdicated the throne and he placed his 18-month-old son from the Brahmin lady, Girmayuddha, on the throne, despite the legal claim of his youngest son, Rana. Clear? So, now the question of political control. Rana Bahadur Shah abdicated. His 18-month-old Girvanu was on the throne. But later on, Rana Bahadur Shah realized his foolishness of abdicating the throne. That means he abdicated the throne in order to please his Brahmin wife. But his Brahmin wife dies after a few months, and after his death, Rana Bahadur Shah again tried to capture the throne. And there was a civil war between Rana Bahadur Shah and the persons in power. Then, out of helplessness, Rana Bahadur Shah, along with Bhimsen Thapa, fled away to Banaras. And remaining in Banaras for about 5 years, finally in 1804, when the situation was favorable to Rana Bahadur Shah, he came back along with Bhimsen Thapa. Isn't it? And Damodar Pandey, who was in charge of the Nepal affairs at that time as the chief minister, he tried to stop the coming of Rana Bahadur Shah, but he could not. And as a result, Damodar Pandey lost his life. He was killed. He was put to death, rather to say. Then after that, Rana Bahadur Shah became the regent of Harmangal's son, Girvananda, while the power was in the hands of the king. King was the minor Girvananda, regent was Rana Bahadur Shah, the king's father, and the power was, or to say the powerful minister was Bhimsen Thapa. Now, it seems that there was a kind of tussle between Rana Bahadur Shah and Bhimsen Thapa. Because you know, in Nepali it is said that the two tawars cannot remain in one myan. Myana, or what you say? Myana, isn't it? That is the cover of the tap, not tap. Myan. So, both were equally ambitious, Rana Bahadur Shah and Bhimsen Thapa. And in the meantime, in 1906, Rana Bahadur Shah was murdered. And regarding the murder of Rana Bahadur Shah, there were two reports. One report was submitted by the father of Janga Bahadur, Bahadur Singh, who was also a reporter at that time, and in which it is said that Rana Bahadur Shah was killed by his half brother Sher Bahadur Shah. He was killed by his half brother, as Sher mother. Whereas the other report, which was submitted by the Thani of Nuwapur, who was also an eyewitness to that murder case, he said that all the plans were made by Bhimsen Thapa. Is it clear? So, the assassination of Rana Bahadur Shah is still a mystery. But the murder of Rana Bahadur Shah led to the rise of Bhimsen Thapa for more than 3 decades. Have you followed? After his death, Bhimsen Thapa was falling out from 1806 and he fell from power only in 1837. So for 31 or 32 years, Bhimsen Thapa was supreme power in the country. And that's why still it is blamed that Bhimsen Thapa had some kind of direct or indirect hand in the assassination of Rana. Clear? So this is the only thing I know. And beyond that, I also don't know. I also cannot say everything. All right. Now you know.
So one question.
Yes.
So I found that prior to the invention of Nuwapur,
Yes.
it had been taken place by kilogram.
Yes, that is also true. Yes. Yes, that is also mentioned. Yes. Now you know some details are mentioned now. I don't know how much details you can go. Kilo Gardner, yes, that was done secretly by the Gorkhali army, but the Mughal rulers knew that the Gorkhali army had done so, and that's why there was the indication that there will be soon Gorkhali attack on Luar. Yes, that is true. Yes, that is also written in our Bangsa. Alright, now we come to the policies of Prithviraj Shah in the light of Divya Upadesh. Now the policies or strategies of Prithviraj Shah we have already mentioned yesterday on the basis of what he did, isn't it? On the basis of his activities, we have mentioned. But today we discuss the policies of Prithviraj Shah on the basis of what he said, on the basis of his activities. Now regarding the basis of his saying, there are two bases actually. One is several letters written by Prithviraj Shah to his commanders, and also the letters written by his commanders to Prithviraj Shah. That is the first. But this source, that is the letter written by Prithviraj Shah to his commanders and vice versa, they do not supply us much more information about Prithviraj Shah. But Prithviraj Shah's policy has been detailedly analyzed in what we call the days, or the last lecture of Prithviraj Shah in his final days at work. And we have already mentioned in our last lectures that the Divya Upadesh can be divided into two sections. One is in the beginning part, in the first part, Prithviraj Shah mentioned how he could conquer his capital. Then in the second part, he mentioned the outline of his policies which should be followed by the kings and the administrators of Nepal. So these are the two things mentioned in the Divya. Now I don't want to discuss much more about this, because if you want to see the Divya, it is available everywhere. And if you want to see the English translation of the Divya, there is a small volume by Father Stiller. The name of the book is Prithviraj Shah in the light of his Divya. There is a small volume, and I have asked Judge Sahib to purchase these books from him, and he has said yes. So those books definitely will come to your library. I have already given the names of all the books by D.R. Nehru, Rishikesh Shah, then by Barbara Acharya's book is still there, you can see it, it is already there. Then the books by Stiller, these books will come anyway. So, if you want to consult the original copy of the Divya, it is easily available in the Department of Archaeology. If you go to the Department of Archaeology, you will get it free of cost. They will distribute you. Alright, if you want to see it, you can go there. Now, the first thing now, which Prithviraj Shah mentioned in his Divya was that he said that after he saw the Kathmandu Valley from Chandagiri, he consulted his officials, and also he consulted his maternal uncle. His maternal uncle was the Prince of Palta. It is clear. I told you yesterday that Naru Gopal Shah had 4 wives, isn't it? Yes. And out of those 4 wives, one was the Princess of Palta. And from that queen, Prithviraj Shah was. That means the Prince of Palta, Ujjot Singh, was the maternal uncle of Prithviraj Shah. Now, immediately after he went back to Gorkha from Chandagiri. He had consultation with his officials, and he also consulted the princess of Bharat. He went to